Hi Libra, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your December reading, and this is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and any planets you may have transiting anywhere in your house that you have a Libra placement. And it can also be for cross watchers because it may be relevant for you. It's for December. That's what my intention's for. But remember, timing's fluid. So if you're watching this in March, it may be applicable in March. And we're going to see what comes out and what it looks like for you, Libra. Remember, energy is fluid, so I read the card, energy on the cards, and I'll tell you what I see, what I feel. I don't hold back. First card out is the Sun card. Sometimes I feel things move around, so I'll move them around. I don't hold anything back from you. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and being a part of the channel. Glad you're here. I see what came out is the Knight of Cups, the Lovers, and remember, this may not resonate with all of you either, or only parts of it. So just take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, ignore it. This is a collective reading, right? So don't make something fit that is not part of your story. You have a lot of major arcana. So I had 2 cards. I have a 3 cards flip. Okay. The Hangman, 10 of Wands, the Hermit. I'll lay all the cards out and then I'll tell you who the major cards are, who the major things are for what. Well, the Sun is Leo. 10 of Swords. The Star card. Gemini represents the Lovers. Pisces represents the Hangman. Hermit is Virgo energy. The Star card is Aquarius. We got 2 more cards. 10. We got 3 10s. I feel like you're ending a cycle. Or number 10 could be important to you. And the 3 of Pentacles. And what's at the bottom of the deck? Strength card. Ace of Wands. 8 of Cups. Page of Wands. The Death card. Yeah. 6 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Oh, feels like this has been kind of rough, Libra. 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords. Strength card being at the bottom of the deck. I feel like, and you're in the Hangman plus the Hermit. I feel like you've taken some energy from November into December with you. To deal with a situation. I feel like, yeah, you've had a lot of I feel like there's been some like struggles with the Lovers is what I'm hearing. It's like the Lovers have been going through a hard time. So for those of you who maybe are married or have been in a serious committed relationship or are engaged, I feel like it's that energy is what I'm picking up on. I feel like you've been going through a really hard time. Like the burden is building on you is what it feels like. I feel like one partner's hurt the other partner somehow. Maybe the person you're dealing with is a Pisces or a Virgo, Libra. I don't know. How does this feel? Well, I'm just gonna talk because I can feel it, so I'm not gonna move the cards around trying to get in the right order because I can already kind of feel the energy. So I feel like some of this is kind of moved, it feels like from November into early December. I feel like originally everything was great. I feel like I feel like everything was great. You were in this great place of happy life. In America, they say happy life, happy wife. But I feel like you thought everything was great. Everything was perfect. Life can't get better than this. Like Libra, I felt like yours, and to you, everything has to be balanced, right? Everything has to be, all the scales have to be weighed. I feel like that's what it felt like. Not that you were just getting married, but you felt like your home was stable, your life was stable, you internally maybe were really balanced. For a lot of people, I feel like this is related to a connection, especially since we have the levers out. That usually makes me think of a connection. But I feel like if this is not a connection, this is then within yourself, right? So within your home, your family, or a romantic connection, or yourself. So I'm going to talk about either yourself or a romantic connection. Everything was great and stable. Towards like mid to late November, everything felt like ultimate joy, bliss, happiness, abundance. Couldn't get better than this. It's everything you had dreamed and hoped for. And then something happened. I feel like all of a sudden something happened that shook it up. Like you thought you were working like with your partner in this marriage together. You thought you were building together, like raising the children together. You were on the same page, or you thought you were building together towards the same common goal of we want to have children, or we don't want to have children, we want to travel, or we want to be married, or you were working with yourself on these are the goals I want to obtain. I want to save money to travel. I want to save money to buy a home. I want to save money to buy a ring to propose to somebody. I want to save money for university. Those types of things you were intentionally working on. And that's what you kind of thought you were doing. But you realized you really weren't working on that with anybody. Because Three of Pentacles means building towards something, working towards something. Usually as a team. So maybe you thought you had a great job. I'm talking to the Libras who, this is for yourself. You're not in a love connection, right? So you might have thought you had a really great stable job and you were working on a great team. So you had this money coming in because you were working towards, saving that money to travel, saving that money for university, saving that money to buy a home, saving that money because you want to be able to propose to somebody you are interested in, that type of energy. But you realize there's no team with you. There's nobody here but you. So it's like, what happened? Who's working with you? You can't do it all on your own. Kind of energy. Like the job just fell out. Like they laid everyone off. So maybe you were the only person there and you can't do 4 jobs on your own, 5 jobs on your own, or you were the person laid off and they kept other people. But I feel like that happened to some of you Libras. For the Libras who were in the connection, who are married or who are in a really serious committed relationship, I feel like you think or you felt, and I'm talking still like late November and like this is traveling into early December, you felt like you were on the same page as your partner in terms of raising children, or we want to travel together, or we're building this new home, like in terms of like how we want to decorate it, or in terms of this is where we want to live, or this is the apartment we want to move to. And you out of the blue found out, no, this person doesn't want those things, or this person just up and walked out. Not walked out on you and the family, but like just up and decided they made their own decision, they're gonna do their own thing, and caught you completely off guard, Libra, which is gonna throw your scales way out of whack. Because you realized you were building it all on your own, and they were just kind of, oh yeah, sure, I'll take the trash out. Oh yeah, sure, I'll eat what you made for dinner. Yeah, sure, I'll go on that trip, that sounds cool. Like, they weren't building with you. You were doing it all on your own, Libra. And it like just hit you. Like, they weren't actually building with you. You weren't in this equal partnership. You thought you were, but you weren't. That's what it feels like. Like I said, I don't think this is gonna resonate with every Libra. But I'm getting two kind of storylines, like a work one and a romantic one. So I feel like you're in that like 10 of Wands energy of like, oh my gosh, I can't carry this burden. Like, what do you mean? I've been doing this all by myself. Like you were like really taken by surprise and really hurt, either romantically or in this work situation of, what do you mean now you want me to do 5 jobs because you laid off the whole team? Or what do you mean I lost my job? How am I supposed to earn this money to support myself, or pay for school, or help support my family kind of energy? Or this 10 of Wands burden of, what do you mean you were never really this partner I thought you were? I feel like that's like really at the very end of November. So I feel like this is like old energy, but it's coming with you into December. So you're really having a hard time. So as you come into early December, I feel like you have 3 big things going on here. I guess 4. I guess it related to 4. So I feel it's related to the Lovers, and it's related to the 10 of Swords, it's related to the Hermit card, and it's really 3 major arcana. So it's related to the Hermit card, which is Virgo major arcana. It's related to the Hangman, which is Pisces, which is really why I think you're dealing potentially maybe with a Pisces. It's definitely related to the Lovers, which is Gemini major arcana, and the 10 of Swords. And I feel like what's happening in early December is you're in this energy of, you feel like by the Lovers you've been stabbed in the back 10 times. And this could be for love of self, like you feel like you betrayed yourself somehow. It could be you told somebody in confidence about something exciting that you wanted to do at work, or a cool work idea, and somebody stole it, and they got to keep the job at work and everyone else got laid off. And you feel like, oh, at work I really can't trust people. I got to be careful who I tell things to, because people are gonna stab me in the back to keep their jobs. I need to be more careful at work. So you feel like you betrayed yourself, and you didn't, Libra. You didn't do anything wrong. But I feel like this is love of self with the Lovers, and you feel like you're betraying yourself here. Back with the work situation, if you lost your job, or maybe you spoke the truth about something, because we know you're all about justice and what's fair and what's right and what's balanced. Maybe you defended somebody that did the right thing, and because you hold your mouth, your morals and values and what's equal and what's right and fair and balanced. So you were being true to yourself, and it came back and got you at work, and they let people go, and you were one of them because they didn't like you standing up for what was right at work. So I feel like that's for the people at work. For the people who are in a connection, married or serious connections or just committed relationships, I feel like there's a big quarrel going on within your relationship right now, where you feel like your partner did something that really hurt you at your core. Almost feels like they betrayed you, betrayed like your family, like your children, like just like it feels like they stabbed you in the back 10 times over. And you just can't believe this happened. You can't believe it's true. And it's completely devastating to you. And you're shocked by it. I feel like you've cried a lot and you're also kind of speechless over it. So I feel like that's why you're in this in like early mid-December, you're in this like hangman energy. You're in the hermit mode because you want to go figure out why did this happen. So you're off to kind of like sort it out. Not off physically, like taking off. Some of you may, but some of you may just like detach from like really talking and communicating a lot with this person, even if you're married and living in the same home, or not even married but just living with this person. At work, you may not be talking to a lot of people at work if you still are in the same work environment because you feel really betrayed at work. And then, so this is, again, Virgo energy, and this is Pisces energy. So I feel like the person who, I feel like the Pisces might be the person, is the person that might be the romantic connection, because I feel like you're trying to see it from their point of view. And this is the major arcana for Pisces. That's why I said it might be a Pisces you're dealing with. I don't know. But the zodiac signs, again, doesn't really matter in the end, right? But I feel like when you're in this zone, if you will, as the hermit in the Pisces, the hermit's usually depicted with like a star card, like going off on this journey, and he's usually kind of excited and has a lantern, and he's gonna, go find cool things. But here it's actually like a woman like bringing fruit, and he's almost like, I don't want to look at it, I don't want to see it. So I feel like while you are in this hangman energy in early to mid-December as the hermit, I feel like you're in both energies. I feel like you're embracing both, Libra. Again, balancing the scales. You can't just be one and you can't be the other. You're balancing the scales. So I feel like you're actually in both energies at the same time, if that even makes sense. But I feel like this is like an ancestor, actually. And usually I give other examples, but I feel like it's an ancestor that's actually coming through to you, that's giving you insight, or somebody who's really, I feel like it's an ancestor, or it could be like somebody like a grandmother figure, or like a great aunt, somebody like that. Aunt. I usually don't use that term, so maybe some of you live like in places where that's how you refer to people who've passed. So maybe it's a great aunt who's coming through. Usually I say aunt or auntie. So that's really specific to some of you Libras. But I would usually say like my great aunt. So aunt. So yeah, great aunt. This would be like something that would be a common term in your culture. but somebody you would view as like a senior, an elder that you would view wise. And I feel like it's somebody you would trust. And I feel like it's a woman. I really do feel like it's a woman's energy that's coming through to you, Libra. You could be a male or female watching this, but I still feel like it's a woman's energy that's going to come through and give you some insight on this situation that's happening. If it's work or if it's relationship, I don't think it really matters. Because they're going to give you some insight on how to move forward with this situation. Because I feel like some of you are like, that was the last straw, but you don't know what to do because you have like little children and you don't really want to leave, but you just like cannot believe what like your partner did. Or some of you are like, I don't have a job and I have no idea what I'm going to do. And you feel like you're going to be out on the streets really soon. But I don't feel like that's actually going to happen. I feel like there's something else coming for you. So that's why I feel like an ancestor is coming through. Someone who you love dearly is going to come through and give you some kind of guidance, some kind of insight when you're in this energy of, what do I do? I feel lost is how you feel, Libra, because you feel so hurt and betrayed either in this work situation or how to proceed, either having lost a job or having now to try to take on so much work that like it doesn't really feel, it's really not humanly possible, but the expectations are you're supposed to do it or you'll lose your job. Or this energy of, how could this person betray you so much, but you are so wrapped up in either this marriage with children or you're living with this person and maybe you have children together, that is like, what do you do now kind of situation. Or you find out that this person's pregnant and you're living together and what do you do kind of energy that you need somebody you really love and trust to give you guidance. It could be somebody here in the 3D world that you really love and trust that comes and gives you guidance. But I feel like a lot of you Libras don't want to tell people about the situation. It feels very private and very personal. I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's very private, very personal. That's why I feel like it's that ancestor that you really love dearly who's going to come to you while you're sleeping, and you'll know it's real because you're gonna wake up right afterwards from your dream, and the dream will be so real. It's like as if you won't forget any of it. It's going to be very vivid and very real. And if you have that dream, write down what they tell you so you don't forget anything. I don't think you will, but just write it down afterwards so that way you can remember it. But I really feel it'll be very clear when they come through. I think you'll have a dream when you're going to wake up like in the middle of the night afterwards, right after. So you have the Star card, which is Aquarius Major Arcana. And the Star can represent a lot of things. But here, I think the Star is trying to say hope and peace and rest, because the Star usually comes after the Tower, and I feel like you just had a massive Tower moment in November, but I feel like the Star is here in December telling you there's so much hope. All you have to do is, once your scales are balanced, which they will be in mid-November and mid-December, you'll get the insight you need and you'll be back in your own balanced energy. Maybe you don't have all your answers yet, but you'll be more balanced and you'll feel more grounded. You'll feel more like you, Libra. All you have to do is relax and rest and do you, Libra. Don't worry about everything else that's going on around you, because you can't take care of the world. but she can take care of you. And that's what I feel like this is about. It's about you, Libra, about you wishing for what you want. And all you have to do is say it once and your wish will come true. I really feel like it's that, I don't know what Disney movie it's from, but I remember it from like being a kid. And it was even, I think, even an old cartoon when I was little. But it's like when you wish upon a star. It's like a Disney song. Like when you, it's like a Disney song or something, like wish upon a star, no matter where you are and dreams come true, or something like that. I'm hearing like, I'm seeing the Disney logo with the like where they fly over it and it's like a star, but I'm hearing when you wish upon a star. I know it's a Disney thing, but they're showing me the Disney symbol, and so I know it's like a Disney song, I think, from like a fairy tale or like a Disney cartoon or a Disney thing, and it's like old. I wish I could sing. I'm sorry, guys. If I could just sing like even one lyric in the right tune, y'all would know. But it's like when you wish upon a star, or maybe it's a poem. Like, but I'm seeing the Disney. Maybe Disney's relevant for some of you because I'm seeing the Disney image where they do that symbol before Disney movies. But I'm hearing all you have to do is wish upon a star, no matter where you are, and your dreams will come true. So Libra, I feel like that's all you have to do. Like once you're rest and are back in your like balanced scales, your dreams are gonna come true. It's kind of like it's like manifesting. It's like manifesting, right? It's basically what they're saying, but in a different way, in a more poetic way. So when you feel calm, just look at the star. I'm hearing just look up at the star and make a wish. Yeah, I know that's from somewhere, but I'm literally being shown the night sky. I can see the night sky, and I'm seeing like, if you look up at the sky and you see the brightest star, just make a wish. His dreams come true, and your dream will come true. So that's what this is telling you, Libra. This will happen in December for you. Doesn't mean your dream's gonna come true that second, but that dream that you want will come true. So if it's like reconciling with somebody, if it's sorting through whatever this problem is, if it's getting a better job, if it's being able to hire people back who lost jobs, if it's finding a better job for you in January, whatever it is, Libra, if it's reuniting with family that maybe you had a falling out with, if it's having somebody be able to gift you money to help you with a difficult time right now, whatever it is, I'm just being told, wish upon a star. No matter where you are. Don't forget the sun is a star too. But I'm being shown the night sky. And she's actually looking up at the sky. And it's the star card, but it's also a sun. But she's literally the star card, which means hope. So I think there's a lot of hope for you for mid to late December. So who's to say you can't wish? You might see a shooting star. Because now I'm seeing like shooting stars. And then the next two cards are, I feel like these went together. It's the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And I feel like this is towards like mid to late December. For some of you people bringing you gifts, I feel like some of you people are offering you a job. Some of you, you're offering people a job opportunity. It's Two of Cups sometimes usually is like two cups being exchanged between people, but so it usually means soulmates, but soulmates can be friends, family, romantic. It can also mean like work connections. I think we all have different types of soulmates, right? We have all different types of soul contracts. It's not just that we only have one soulmate in our whole lives. It doesn't work like that. But I'm seeing this as exchanging, not presents, but exchanging. Well, some of you may be exchanging gifts, but I'm seeing it as like someone like offering you something, like job offers, or yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people being offered jobs. I'm seeing you offering people jobs, you welcome people into your home, because I feel like this is the gates outside of where some of you live, and you welcoming people or children into your home who don't have anywhere to go, or vice versa. Some people may be welcoming you into their home to celebrate, because it's the holiday season for some people in December. And they'll have gifts for your children and you if you're in a difficult situation right now, so you don't have to worry, like your wish came true. There'll be gifts for the children. The holidays will be fine for those of you who are worried about that and money, so I don't think you have to worry. And then the Knight of Cups, I feel, and this isn't even the card for that, but I feel like this is somebody coming to say, express their emotions, like, I'm really sorry about, and it's whatever that situation was that happened back in November. But I feel like their genuine expression of it, I feel like they're going to try to talk to you a few times before then, but their genuine expression of their remorse doesn't happen until late December. And even in their expression of potential like love, for those of you who are in the romantic connections, doesn't happen until like later December. And that's also why I think it goes with the Two of Cups, because for some of you, you're in like committed or soulmate connections. So I feel like that happens in late December, but that's when you're gonna feel like, no, they really understand now how I felt. They really get how I felt. They're seeing my perspective finally, because they're coming toward you on the horse. If they weren't, then I would feel it as like they were moving away from you, but they're coming towards you. See, that always tells me something. They're moving toward you, not away from you. But that's what I really feel like. They're coming to really express, like, I'm so sorry I took credit for your work, and your ideas at work. That wasn't the right thing to do. I actually went and told, our boss that it was actually you, and to actually have a job for you at work, that kind of thing. Or I'm really sorry that I walked out on whatever day in November when it was a big celebration for the family. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gone off and drank with my friends all day and left you with the kids and everything and everyone. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for all of you. But I feel like this person is going to really see it from your perspective and apologize. And you're going to feel how sincere it is. Because your overarching energy is actually the sun. And there's two people dancing here, Libra. So it's ironic because we have the Lovers out here. So I feel like by like the 31st of December, whatever this disconnect was, if it was like you felt disconnected from yourself, you're like reconnecting with yourself for love. If you were really disconnected from your partner, I feel like you're reconnected by the 31st of December. I know it's really specific, but that's what it feels like. I also feel like there's happiness here in abundance. Like, again, I feel like this is a giant pentacle. Like, some of you, it's like raining money. It's just like somebody is giving you a check. And I know a check sounds old school, but I feel like the money's so much, you're literally getting a check. like they can, or they're wiring money into your account. And I don't know how, if it's like you want it, if it's an inheritance, but it's not like somebody died, so maybe somebody else got money somehow. But I don't feel like you're losing somebody through death. So I don't know if it's some kind of like overdue inheritance, but I feel like some of you are getting gifted all this money. So I feel like that's happening. And I feel like that's why I keep saying like wish upon a star. Because there's so much abundance here and so much good fortune coming for you that all you have to do is, when you're balanced, is wish and your dreams are going to come true. So if you want to travel, you can travel. You just have to wish for it when you're balanced. That's what it feels like to me. I feel like overall December starts off really kind of unpleasant and bumpy, but I feel like the second half of December is beautiful with blessings and joy. But you know, it's kind of like life, right? We go through those lessons and learning and processing information, and it's kind of the way life is, right? But this energy that you get the second half of like the wishing on the star, your wish is going to come true. And I feel like the wish coming true is in 2024. And I feel like this reconciliation of whatever it is positive and helps you move forward in a good, healthy way for you, Libra. And this sun energy brings you good things. And it's in the best interest for you, Libra, for moving forward. So this is happiness for you, love of yourself, abundance for you, financial blessings for you. So I feel like this is all good energy for you, because it's everything you've worked so hard, because you're always about, how can I have harmony in home? How can I have harmony with my friends? How can I have harmony with my family? How can I have harmony with my partner? How can I have harmony with my children? But you need harmony within yourself too, and love and happiness with yourself. And I think the sun and the star are bringing that for you. So I think like the second half, I want to say like the 12th to 15th on, are just like lit up. I want to say it's lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but that's what I heard. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. So you're just going to be glowing. You're going to be really in your element and balanced, Libra, which we know you need. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Let me know if this resonates with any of you. Thank you for everyone who's bought me coffees, who's emailed me for private readings. As you know, I always work with all of you because money is different for all of us, and I just want to be able to give you guys the readings that you need, and that's the most important thing to me. So thank you to all of you who've emailed me for private readings. And I also want to thank all of you for being a part of the channel and for being here with me. I appreciate it. I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, and afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Have a lovely day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Libra.